Game 2 of 2 tonight. You got Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks coming to town to take on Lamar Jackson, the 2019 MVP. And the Baltimore Ravens, a team that is sitting right now with a 6-2 record atop the AFC North, which has been competitive all year long, but right now they own it. They look to keep it. But they win today at home as here come the birds from the tunnel. And the fans in the bordering state of the nation's capital, loud as ever. There is Pete Carroll, a man who was prized in his own way. Seattle has been a very successful team under Pete Carroll. No matter the quarterback, no matter who it is playing where during his tenure, definitely one of the better coaches in the National Football League. And John Harbaugh on the other side had some question marks the last couple of seasons. Looks to erase all of those today with a victory against Seattle. We get ready to go with Justin Tucker's kick, lighting us up here at M&T Bank Stadium. He will get us started. Seattle and Baltimore, locked, loaded, and ready to go. And I got to update the previous game. Vikings-Falcons have not done that yet. Kind of forgot about all those standings and whatnot. Atlanta once again finds a way to choke a fourth quarter lead. Some things never change, some things never will. It is what it is, I suppose. As we get a kick here from Tucker, we are underway at M&T Bank Stadium. Return will be taken for Seattle by Bo Dallas from his own goal line up the middle, up to the 20. And we welcome back everybody from the first stream. Welcome back Fins fan, John Ziller, Eggsoft, SM, and everybody else joining me throughout. That occurs even without Ryan, yeah. You're not wrong. He left behind something that is immovable, unerasable, if you will. And that is just that. Well, Minnesota doesn't really move anywhere in these standings. Now that the Falcons is the first carry for Kenneth Walker. That play kind of came out of nowhere, surprised me personally. Only going to pick up a single yard and none more. Well, that's cool. Nobody moves in these standings, not even an inch. Awesome. Love to see it. Week 1, Burrow or Andy Dalton? Definitely Andy Dalton. He put up some great numbers. The Red Rifle. That's a pitch left side for Kenneth Walker the third. Patrick Queen surviving the stiff arm with a nice tackle at the 21. Shot over under 1.5 Lamar Jackson rushing touchdowns today. I'm taking the over. I think we're going to get 3 Lamar Jackson rushing touchdowns today. We're going to get a hat trick. We're going to be blessed. Third name here for Seattle, though. See if their offense can stay on the field. Lots of good receivers, and Geno Smith going to find one of them, but however, Lockett drops the pass. Wow. Surprising. Another big-time hit. He is going to force incompletion. Only 1 touchdown, says Exoff. All right. I'll mess with it. As we get a punt here for Seattle, Michael Dixon, as expected. Return is taken from the 21 up to the 40. And that's it. Wow. Well, here we go. Here comes Lamar Jackson. I think OBJ gets 2, fair enough. Yeah, Lamar Jackson had 3 against the Browns in these Sims. Handful of weeks ago. That was actually a while ago now that I think about it. First and 10 here for Baltimore. Lamar starts out with a read option right as I expected. He picks up 3. Seattle is going to have to be on top of that today if they want a victory. 2 for Andrews. I like it. I mess with it. Wow. We'll see what happens. I don't know, man. What if there's just no touchdowns in this game? Ravens already had to win during one of those games, a 6-3 win in week 3 in overtime. Mark Andrews almost got found down Main Street. Could have had a touchdown there, but Lamar Jackson overthrows him. And it's 3rd and 7. Sick. Awesome. Nice. Brilliant. 3rd and 7, Jackson. With an empty backfield means he is going to be throwing the football. Good blocking. Deep left side passes incomplete. Once again, a pass that probably should have been caught. OBJ can hang on through the Quandra Diggs contact. Close, but no cigar. And both teams with an opening drive, 3 and out. Will Ravens struggle with Dobbins this game? Or without Dobbins? Yeah, maybe. Guess we will have to see. Justice Hill and Gus Edwards will be splitting reps as the punt here from Jordan Stout is a good one. Return from the 14 up the middle. Dallas takes this one to the Seattle 23. Jackson's like a better version of Justin Fields. Better by quite a margin, to be fair. But yeah, you're not wrong. Average Lamar Jackson is peak Justin Fields. We'll put it that way. I like that idea, though. I messed with it. As we get a Seattle possession once again. This time the ball up to the 23. Well, they hand off to Kenneth Walker III. Picks up 4 yards, and we get an injury. God bless it. The clock is stopped once again. Well, isn't that just a shame? I'm less concerned about the injury and more concerned about the fact that the clock is stopped. That's awful. That sucks. Whatever. This game will hopefully be entertaining like the previous one, and we can make some big money moves, chat. We'll have to see, though. 2nd and 6, ball at the 27. 4 to go in the opening quarter. Smith under center. Hand it off to Walker up the middle. That's what I like to see. This time the clock will keep rolling. Brilliant. 4-yard gain sets up 3rd and 3. See what Seattle does. See if they go back through the air. Trust Geno Smith enough. Who knows? Hand off to the fullback up the middle. Nick Ballore with the first down. That's a way to get the game's first down. Odefa Owe just not strong enough. Wow, that is deep in the John Harbaugh, or rather the Pete Carroll playbook right there. That is quite the play. Well, new set of downs. Seattle keeps their drive alive. Geno, right side, teleportation handoff to Walker. Will pick up 4. My favorite thing of all time, the teleportation handoff, chat. You love to see it. Because there's nothing good about putting the ball in the running back's chest. The running back just has to go out there and pretend. It's all a game of make-believe in Madden. Let's be real. 2.5 now in the first quarter left. On a 2nd down at 6, see where Geno Smith goes to here. Throwing the football, physical 4-man rush. Little check down, but it's good enough to pick up the first across midfield for Kenneth Walker III. He's done it all today. Nice. Lamar Jackson on the bench. Not really happy about his previous drive. I wouldn't be either, but it is what it is there. Now under 2 to go in the first quarter. You'd like to see this. Geno deep down the middle. Pass is complete to Noah Fant. Former Denver Bronco, a part of that Russell Wilson trade, goes down low and picks up 17. Nice. Absolutely brilliant. 1.5 to go in the first now. Under center, or rather in the gun, is Smith. Handoff to Walker. Lots of room to run with the truck in the mix. My goodness, Kyle Hamilton, where are you? That was a truck and a half. My, oh my. Yeah, the fantastic catch. You'll love to see it. Anytime Seattle plays, you can count on that joke. In the final minute of the first quarter, Geno Smith, right side, on the run. It's caught by Finn again. Repeat yourself, John Zeller. Noah Fant's got a second catch. I don't know what Jadeveon Clowney's saying, but it can't be relevant, that's for sure. That is one thing for certain. On 1st and goal, Geno Smith with an empty backfield. Left side, it is batted down, incomplete. Nice. Love the dad jokes. Of course, they're a part of the stream. They're a part of the culture. That's got to happen. You just got to know. Tom Grossi, by the way, 1,000 away from 500,000 subs. That is pretty crazy. You'd love to see it. So, hey, you're not already sub to. Go do it. That's Kenneth Walker the third looking for the end zone. He will find the 1 yard line instead. Oh, so close. But not quite. Keeps the clock rolling though, so I have no complaints about it. Nearly. Can he punch it in on 3rd and goal though? Or will Geno Smith have to unlaunch one? Handoff Walker to the end zone. He walks in untouched, and Seattle takes a touchdown lead late in the first quarter. That was too easy. And the Michigan State running back with the first score of the day. Myers on for the extra point. A lot of teams had some missed PATs this weekend, including the Broncos and the Eagles. Kickers already in midseason form. You'll love to see it. That's how you know the NFL is back, chat. That is how you know. But Seattle, with a surprising start to this game, leading. That is unique, that's for sure. Wow. Well, the Ravens with a chance to answer on their second drive today. One more play before the end of the first quarter, more than likely after this kickoff. We'll have to see where this one is going to end up. Myers on for the kickoff, gets this one backhand away. Return will be taken for Baltimore by Devin Duvernay up to the 22 with 3 ticks left. Nice. Oh, wow. I think YouTube went through and just did a clean sweep of subs, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, they got rid of all my botted subs. All right, well, you'll love to see that. I messed with it as Lamar Jackson on the final play of the first quarter. Taking a read option, gets absolutely decked at the 17. My goodness, what a hit. Crazy how the Packers signed Michael Jordan and Panthers signed Lamar Jackson. Yeah, that's quite something. Better angles for field goals, facts. I've been asking for that for the longest, my friend. For the longest. Who knows if we are ever going to get it, though? Nobody. That's the truth. All right. 2nd and 15 after Lamar goes the wrong way. Ball at the 17 to open up the second quarter. Handoff here. Gus Edwards picks up 2. What's up, Mr. Simster? What a week 1 indeed, my friend. That was something. So many upsets. What's good, Pickle Prowse? Welcome back to you as well. Has been a minute. Good to see you back for sure. As we get a 3rd and 13 for Lamar Jackson. Pump fake. Pressure coming. Barely gets it away on this screen pass, but this one is going to work out, I believe, and yes it will. First down, Ravens. What a play call. And it's Zay Flowers, the rookie. Probably going to drop both pickups today, Ruff. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Baltimore looking to clean it up there with that. We'll have to see if it can trend in the right direction still. We will see. Still a lot of work to do. Down by a touchdown and all. Handoff left side. It's to Gus Edwards. And he picks up 2. All right. Flowers went off last week. I did see that, actually. I actually don't know. I really don't know what his stat line was, but I did hear. As a pass down the middle is caught by Flowers, and right on cue, he heard me talking about him. That's a beautiful catch. Hauls that one in nicely. Brilliant. What's good, Luigi guy? Welcome back, boss. 3rd down and a yard. Read option for Lamar up the middle. I don't think he got there. Oh, they're going to give him the first. I don't think he earned that one. Not going to lie. As a sad Bears fan, they better break their largest shutout record next Sunday. I will not be happy with anything less. All right, well, some goals. Some motivation for the Bears next week, that's for sure. Wow. 1st and 10, Jackson Down the right side, almost intercepted. Not a very good read there for the 2019 MVP. That's rough. Panthers just pick up another Lamar Jackson. Yeah, that's true. That is how that works. Lots of people in the world with famous names, as on 2nd and 10, down the middle this time, OBJ cannot hang on. That'd be 74-0. Yeah, I know. What was it? I think it was Washington that won 73-0, right? Something like that. I don't remember. Can't remember off the top of my head, as we get a 3rd and 10 here for Baltimore. Already converted a 3rd and 13. Jackson down the middle has a converted 3rd and 10. Devin Duvernay. Somehow, Baltimore just finds themselves in these situations, and they continue to take care of business. Bears just run Washington. That's who it was. I knew Washington was involved. That makes sense. I messed with it. Well, on 1st and 10, Jackson going to test a read option again. This time we're blocking. We'll pick up 8, his largest of the day. Whatever gets the job done. All right. Second and 2, I formation look for Baltimore. Play action, and Lamar is hammered, and Wosu unblocked off the left edge. Thought maybe for a second there Jackson would lose the football. Seems to be in a little bit of pain. But Geno Smith loves it. And I don't think he's going to be writing back. He certainly wrote a hefty letter to Sean McVay last week. My goodness, did that Seattle offense look broken in the second half against Los Angeles. That was brutal. Absolutely brutal. 2 to go in the first half. This game moving really fast compared to our earlier contest. Lamar, though, right side. How about the third down conversion this drive? Rashad Bateman, a second-year wide receiver out of Minnesota, hauls that one in. Another 3rd down, another 3rd down conversion. Is anybody surprised? But you got to give credit to Baltimore. They're stepping up when they have to and taking their sweet time on this drive as well. Jackson now, ball at the 20. Good protection. Jackson, touch pass down the middle, out of reach, and incomplete. Yeah, there were a ton of week 1 upsets. That's true. Packers over the Bears, which I don't know why that was an upset. Browns over the Bengals, also don't know why that was an upset. Buccaneers over the Vikings. Trying to think what else happened. Rams over the Seahawks, though. Big one, too. 2nd and 10 at the 20. This will likely turn into a 3rd down in some way, shape, or form, but Jackson will try right side, and there it is, 3rd and 10 on the way. Oh, yeah, Lions over Chiefs. Yeah, I mean, that was week 1. It was almost a week ago, actually. That is true. But, yeah, I can't forget about that. That was the biggest upset of the week, in my opinion. By far and easily. 3rd and 10, ball at the 20. Jackson, right side. There's another 1st down conversion. I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. The Ravens are just purposefully throwing themselves into these 3rd downs to make their conversion rate look better. Jets Bills, that too, of course. John Dotson or Amari Cooper as my flex. I would take Amari Cooper. I feel pretty good about Amari Cooper this week. As on 1st and goal, Jackson hit as he throws. It's incomplete. Just start on 3rd down. Yeah, you may as well. Just give yourself a 3rd and 10 or a 3rd and goal or a 3rd and whatever, like 24/7, and I think you'll find some success. Seems to be a glitch in the system. But it's 2nd and goal. Mark Andrews looking for a touchdown according to John Zeller. He's going to get one. See if Jackson goes his way, and look at that on the money. He's got the touchdown. I had a feeling just because of the way he was lined up. And the Ravens look to tie it up at 7 with a Justin Tucker extra point. Something told me that was going to happen. Well, here we go. Extra point up and good. Jackson ties the game at 7. 17 play drive. How many of those do you see in the NFL today, Chet? Wow. And there's the first one. Bear fans, you guys think you're ever going to beat the Packers? Real talk. Kind of feel bad for you guys. Tucker on for the kickoff. See if Geno Smith has something in his bag before the end of the first half. Return is taken from the end zone by Dallas right side. Getting away a little bit slippery up to the 26. Also, Monday is a solid option, but I feel like this is, or Moody as a solid option. This is a 50-50. I like Amari Cooper, though. I mean, Jahan Dotson is a, what, wide receiver 2 or 3 on that roster? Compared to Amari Cooper, a pretty obvious wide receiver 1. Had a so-so game. Got about, what, 6 to 7 points on Sunday just because of the weather. Deshaun Watson couldn't deliver too much. Also, Cooper strained his calf in that game, so his snaps weren't limited, I believe. But he's 100% good to go. I'd like Amari Cooper on Monday night against the Steelers. First and 10 for Seattle with all 3 timeouts remaining as well. See if they can try to get on the board here. Pressure coming, though. Geno barely gets that one away. That one was close. 30 seconds left on 2nd and 10. Ball at the 26-yard line. 4-man rush. Geno. Deep left side, over the shoulder, catch is made at midfield, timeout Seattle. Tyler Lockett hangs on this time. Wonder what the largest number of plays in a drive ever was. That is a question that I need answered. Let's go to StatMuse for that. Most amount of plays in a drive. As we get a Geno Smith snap. Screen pass is successful. Left side, Seattle is in field goal range at the Raven 40. Week 18, we'll get our revenge. We have the rest of the season to get things rolling. It's true. All right, most plays in a drive, NFL. 21 plays. The Tennessee Oilers had the ball for over 13 minutes in a 90-yard drive that ended in a field goal. Nice. First and 10 for Seattle. They want more. Geno, right side, and it's incomplete. Is it 25? I saw 21. I don't know. Not sure if what I saw was correct, though, to be fair. I don't know. Of course it ended the field goal. Yeah, what other way would it end? Touchdown? Of course not. Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball at the 40. What in the world? That was supposed to be a screen pass. I think Geno Smith pressed the wrong button on his controller. Ends up incomplete. I've never seen a fadeaway jump pass that went 40 yards down the field before, but there's one. That is certainly something. They're going to keep the offense on the field one more time, though. Sports game for some reason? Yeah, that might be right, though. I don't know. I just got mine straight from the internet. 3rd and 10. 10 seconds left. Geno, left side, it is incomplete off the hands of Lockett, meaning this will be a 57-yarder for Jason Myers. This game has been a whole fever dream, Chet. As here we go. Field goal attempt for Seattle. Looking to put them back in front. 57-yarder is wide right, no good. All the kickers pushing their kicks wide to the right today. And so now Baltimore, with 4 seconds left, have a chance to score it themselves. Wow. All right, then. Final play of the opening half, Lamar Jackson. Looking to say a prayer and have something happen. Good blocking, stepping up in the pocket. Touch pass, a floater is incomplete. That'll take us to halftime, 7-7 at M&T Bank Stadium. Anybody's game in the second half. Thursday night game tomorrow is Minnesota and Philadelphia. Should be pretty good. Sunday night we got the Dolphins and the Patriots, which I think will be a great AFC matchup there, or AFC East matchup rather. And Monday night, little doubleheader, Saints Panthers at 7:15, Browns Steelers at 8:15 Eastern time. Browns are confident they got Diop playing the kicker. Honestly, he was solid. He had a couple, I think, 40-yarders and 30-something around there. But yeah, he looked pretty good even in those conditions. Apparently, he's not very good from 50+. We will cross that bridge when we get there. Hopefully, our offense can roll a little bit more than they did on Sunday. Myers gets our second half started. Return will be taken here for Devin Duvernay up the middle, and he is just swarmed by the Seattle 11. Wow. Well, here we go. Tariq Woolen looks to get the Seattle defense the first turnover for either game today. We have had a clean sheet for both teams, surprisingly enough. As Lamar deep down the middle, Mark Andrews with a big-time reception. He had a gain of 20 to open up our second half. Plan on going to any football games? I don't actually have tickets for anything yet. I'd love to get something for my birthday. I've got an October birthday, mid-October birthday, so we'll see. There were talks of going to the Browns-Steelers home game in Cleveland with a couple of my Steeler friends. We'll see if we can get there as Lamar deep left side over the shoulder pass is inaccurate. OBJ doesn't exist now. I guess not. To be fair, he really didn't produce much in week one. There wasn't much going there with the Baltimore offense. Baltimore just looked dead in general, especially against a team in Houston they should have blown out of the water, in my opinion. 25-9, not a very strong result, but a score got me, chat. Let's go. Second and 10, Jackson over the shoulder. Mark Andrews in a foot race. 20, 15, 10, stiff arm down to the 5. Holy moly, he wants that second TD. Perhaps Steelers game is tomorrow in Pittsburgh? No, it's Monday. Thursday night is Minnesota at Philly at Lincoln Financial. Already had how many injuries? Too many. You're not wrong. First and goal at the 5. See if the big fella Mark Andrews can get the touchdown. I feel like he deserves at this point. What a drive he's had so far. As Lamar, though, with a keeper up the middle, looking for the end zone, getting down to the 2-yard line. Next week. I mean, technically Monday is next week. You're not wrong, right? I suppose that is true in some aspect. Not wrong. With that being said, it is second and goal. Ball at the 1.5-yard line of Seattle. Hand off to the fullback to the end zone. Patrick Ricard with a rushing touchdown. That wasn't on my bingo card. Probably not on yours either. Nice. All right, then. Tucker on for the extra point. Looking to make this a touchdown lead for the Baltimore Ravens, which he does. Nice. For 13 to go in the third quarter. You realize it's school tomorrow, then it's Thursday Night Football, and it's Friday. It's true. Now we got milestones, chat. You can pace yourself based off of how far we are in the NFL week. You know what I'm saying? As we get a return here from Bo Dallas, taken from his own goal line. Seattle looking for some good starting field position. They will not prosper. Ball out to the 20. .409 left in the third quarter. Wow. We had no football tonight, chat. How disappointing. Whatever will we do? Disappointing. But it is what it is, chat. All right, 4:09 left. Handoff here to Kenneth Walker the third. Good blocking with a burst of speed down the right side. A gain of 21 yards. This game also just got very interesting. That's an excellent start to the drive for Seattle. Chad, who was the most impressive running back in week 1 of the NFL? CMC, Breece Hall, Austin Eckler, Nick Chubb, Joshua Kelly. What are we thinking? As we get a 1st and 10 for Seattle, ball at the 41. Hand off to Dallas. Good blocking himself up the middle. Pushed across the line again. Got a gain of 11. Very competitive game. You're not wrong. CMC had himself a great day. You're not wrong. That is very factual. CMC played the best after the 49ers with the Steelers. It's true. Obvious pick CMC, absolutely. I thought Breece Hall had a nice little burst on Monday night, but obviously the defense is very different. Kenneth Walker, the third on mean truck and a stiff arm too, but he only picks up 1. Drop Dobbins picked up Kelly, by the way. That's actually not a bad decision. He's a pretty hefty third down back for that Charger team. Wow. 2nd and 9 now. At the 47, handoff Kenneth Walker, the third up the middle, picks up 2 more. Could have been Breece, but they split carries a lot. It's true. I mess with it. 3rd and 7 here for Seattle, though. This is an important play. Got to lock into this one. At the Raven 45, Gino right side, and where is DK Metcalf looking? Somebody tinted his visor a couple shades too dark, because what in the world was Bubba doing? Wow. Well, that is just pure bad gameplay for Madden. 4th and 7, they are going to punt. As this one is in the air for Michael Dixon. And this is a beauty. It's going to escape at the 1-yard line, and Baltimore with their backs at the end zone. Best punt of the day. Choked on his pacifier. So real. Oh, so real. That was a beauty of a punt. Best punt of Madden 24. I think it's on the hefty side of the 1-yard line, which it is not. No, it's inside the 1. Baltimore now with no J.K. Dobbins. This could look a little bit different. See if we get a fullback dive, man in motion. That's Isaiah Likely. Seattle looking to bring some pressure up the middle, but it's okay. Gus Edwards saves the day with a gain of 5. Incoming 8-minute, 99-yard, 21-play drive for the Baltimore Ravens. That would be something. You know how demoralizing that would be in Seattle? That would be crazy. But who knows? It might actually happen. 2nd and 5. Lamar is going to hand off to Gus Edwards, who got a great block out front, but the initial surface was not there. RBT, I feel like that name is very familiar. Why do I remember that name? I haven't watched this guy in forever. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I guess I mess with him. I have nothing against him. 3rd and 2. Handoff. Edwards up the middle looking for some room to run. He's got the first down. And the Ravens fans erupt. But it ends in a field goal. Yeah, thanks. How would you even feel about that as a defense? Would you feel anything other than, like, sheer disappointment? Who knows? No idea. Well, we get at least one more play here in this 3rd quarter. Another handoff to Edwards. He has been the workhorse here so far today. And it continues on 1st down. They gave him 6 more. Jeez. Final play the 3rd quarter, and Lamar Jackson is going to opt to take us to the 4th and final quarter. Ravens 14, Seahawks 7. Final quarter of action from M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up. Uh-oh, there goes my controller. Well, having a slanted desk does not help. But the Ravens have a couple of good slant wide receivers. See if they can help us. Lamar Jackson deep down the left side. On the run is Odell Beckham Jr. finally getting on the stat sheet. And in a big way, Tariq Woolen beaten off the edge. Bend but don't break. That's about as good as it gets. It's about as malleable as it gets, Chad. There's a big word for you. I still think bendable is a better word, but it is what it is. Lamar with a handoff to Edwards up the middle, picks up one more. Don't let me down, 2 touchdowns. There you go. We'll have to see. Because Patrick Ricard has won. Not sure if that was on anybody's bingo card today. Like I mentioned previous. Wasn't on mine, though. 2 touchdowns for OBJ. Might be a little bit too late for that. We'll see if he can get one on this drive, though. With another handoff to Edwards, hitting the second level. Getting a push from his own line. He's got the first down. And this game is looking out of reach for the Seattle Seahawks. This would be a pretty brutal loss. And at this point, I'm not sure they'd be able to make the playoffs with the loss today. Which is awfully disappointing. Seattle would be 1-7. My goodness, that is ugly. Lamar on the QB keeper, this time with room to run. OBJ throws a block. Lamar inside the 20, bouncing outside. First down inside the red zone. Seattle now has a worse record than Arizona, by the way. According to Madden, that is. That is pretty disappointing, to say the least. Ravens stay atop the AFC North as well if this result holds. Still lots of ball to be played. Lamar with a handoff to Justice Hill, who had himself a 2-touchdown day. IRL against the Texans, his first carry. Good for a yard. All right. Yeah, we're putting Seattle at the very bottom. That is a disappointing last place for the Seahawks. Last in the NFC is a very sad place to be, in all honesty. Well, 2nd and 9. Ravens taking as much time off the clock as possible. Jackson, touch pass, caught. Gain of 2. What's up, Michael Anderman? Please say you picked the Steelers. Yeah, you got it. You're a big chiller. I think we only had like 6 people pick the Titans anyway. I was one of them, off paper, of course, but yeah, I believe that was a W for you. I don't know if you had the, I don't know who else you had earlier. What's good way, Ben Jay and Bold as well. As Lamar now on 3rd and 7, a low snap taken. Right side to the end zone. Oh, it's intercepted. Hang on a minute. He wanted Mark Andrews, who gets the tackle at the 3, but this game is still alive. Whoa. I thought for sure Mark Andrews had his second, but a jumping interception out of nowhere. That would have been it. Of course, he throws it when he joined. Yeah, not wrong. Well, Seattle now going to have to go 97 yards in 2.5 minutes inside this game. Starts here. Well, the handoff and barking dogs is Dallas up the middle. Give you a second. Luckily, that was a 97-yard touchdown. Didn't ruin my call, but all right, we're chilling. Pardon the, I'm sure the loud noise. That's pretty rough. Is what it is, but man, that was a catch and a half there for the Seattle Seahawks. On the interception, as we have one more play before the 2-minute warning. Gino goes left side, caught by Lockett. Gain of 6. Dogs are the 12th man today. I love that. Great analogy. If only this game were in Seattle, it would make a little bit more sense, but I understand it to its fullest. You love it. You love to see it. All right. After the 2-minute warning, Seattle continues their drive down the field. See if they can dominate a little bit more on the offensive end. It's been a rough stretch here or there. As Gino is going to get sacked. It looked like that was actually designed a QB run. So no sack, loss of 5 instead. But still a huge result for the Seattle, or rather the Raven defense. Look at Seattle. OT possibly? I mean, who knows? On 3rd and 9, though, Ravens bringing so much pressure, but the screen passes off, and it's still a good tackle made, setting up 4th and 4. Timeout, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker III. Wow. That is, whoa, what a voice crack. Good God. Have mercy on me. That's what happens when you don't bring water with you, Chad. I'm almost a grown man. I'm almost a taxpayer. I gotta stop doing this. On 4th and 4, this is your ball game, folks. Geno Smith at the 20. Right side, it is caught by DK Metcalf, staying on his feet across midfield. And the Seahawks stay alive. I thought he was going to stay upright and go right there, Chad. I'm not going to lie. I was ready for the call, too. Man, if he just caught his balance right there, he could have gone. But instead, Seattle in the no huddle with a minute to go in the fourth quarter, down to their last 2 timeouts. 48 more yards to go. Jackson, deep left side, pass is caught by Lockett. Gain of 20 more. Tyler Lockett having himself quite a day as well. How does Seattle have a chance is my question. That is certainly surprising, given where they were just a couple of game minutes ago. It looked like the Ravens had this game locked down, but here we are, no huddle, 1st and 10 at the Ravens 28. Geno Smith, 4-man rush. Right side, lofted pass, Metcalf to the end zone, touchdown Seattle. Unbelievable. Well, if you guys recall last week's game, they choked a 11-point lead, I believe, or a 12-point lead in less than 2 minutes to the Browns, and they're getting their get back here. Seattle has tied it up at M&T Bank Stadium. Extra football indeed. Well, who knows? 30 seconds and 3 timeouts. That's a lot of time, especially with the greatest kicker of all time on your sideline. I would say the Ravens' chances are still looking pretty good. But wow, 97-yard drive for Geno Smith, that he gets it done in 2 minutes. Unbelievable. Certainly a drive and a half right there. Whew. Jason Myers on for the kick. Return will be taken for an 8. Baltimore starts at the 25, 30 seconds left. I would imagine they're going to give this a shot. I wouldn't mind it. We'll see what happens, though. All right, maybe some OT. We'll have to see. Lamar, handoff up the middle. Interesting decision. That'll gain 6, but a timeout Baltimore. Was never expecting a handoff in that circumstance, but it happened. Wow. Well, there is that. 2nd and 4 on the way, though. Still plenty of football. No worries yet for either team. Jackson. Looks like this is another design run play, but why would the Ravens bother to burn a timeout if that were the case? I'm curious. Lamar up the play action, right side. Mark Andrews has the first down. Timeout Baltimore yet again. Let's get us some Prado BJ. Don't have time to stay, but I'm picking the Ravens for the dub. All right, fair enough. Understandable. 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Can Lamar lock in? Got to see if that's going to happen. Ravens will have to probably get out of bounds. I don't know if they'd like to use their last timeout quite yet, unless it's a big gainer here from Jackson. Deep right side pass over the shoulder, incomplete. They can afford 1 or 2 of those. Just don't want to leave Seattle with too much time left on the clock, that's for sure. See what happens, though. Second and 10, 18-6 left in regulation. Jackson, good protection, right side again. It's caught by Bateman, and Baltimore will not burn a timeout yet. They're going to wait until about the 4-second mark, I'd imagine. And no, how about the 2-second mark? There it is. How about this? 64-yarder for Justin Tucker. Surely they're going to attempt a field goal. Certainly that is the case. And that would be the longest, not just this season, but in simulation history. The longest is 61. This is the game's greatest. From 64 yards out, and Seattle's going to ice him. Pete Carroll knows a lot about icing the kicker, done it his whole life, and here we go. Nothing else will stop us from a 64-yarder from Justin Tucker. to put the Ravens at 7-2. The kick on the way in. It is no good. He pushed it right, and we've got overtime. Has there been a single made field goal today? There's been one. Young White Q had a nice little chip shot. But Seattle will start with the football in overtime. That had the leg, too. It had the leg, but he pushed it right, like all of the misses today. Unreal. Game's so unrealistic. I don't know, man. Most accurate kicker. I mean, from 64 yards, 9 times out of 10, any other kicker in the league's not making that either. Tucker on for the kickoff, though. This will go 65 yards for sure. Return will be taken from the end zone. Up the middle to the 23-yard line. So out comes Geno Smith, who just led an excellent game-tying drive. Seattle's chances were very low at one point, but the interception turned into a touchdown, turned into a tie game, turned into overtime, and now Seattle, with a touchdown of their own, can win this one. And it would be a massive victory at that. 1st and 10 at the 23. Here we go. RPO left side. Lockett, his 4th catch today, gains 8. INT Mark Andrews for the touchdown. All right. We got it booked out for John Zeller. Okay. Well, Lamar doesn't have any rushing touchdowns today, so my dream is dead. Unfortunately, is what it is. On a 2nd and 2 at the 31. Hand off right side. Kenneth Walker to the 3rd. Look out. A burst of speed. A gain of 11. Man, if he didn't roll up against an offensive lineman, he was more than likely gone for a 69-yard game winner. That would have been quite a touchdown. But good pursuit there from the Ravens secondary. Got to give them credit. Still a nail-biter. Good overtime game so far. Ball up to the 42 of Seattle. Stretch in off right side. Kenneth Walker the 3rd. Hits the edge. Patrick Queen. Nice tackle. Gain of 2. Yeah, I can't just play those lyrics in my head without singing the tune. Let's be real. I don't think anybody can blame anybody. Whew. 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 44. I formation look. Geno. Right side quickly. Metcalf extends, and he's got the 1st down. Big time. DK Metcalf had some huge catches down the stretch here for Seattle after his mid-game slump. So movement here on the line of scrimmage. Seattle in the Baltimore half of the field. Smith making some moves. 4-man rush coming. Geno. Right side. It is caught in a gain of 9 for Dallas. My goodness. TJ Dallas. Whew. Wow. 2nd and 1. After the 9-yard gain, that was quite the catch. Play action. Geno, right side, Noah Fant wide open, and he's down to the 21-yard line. Seattle creeping closer and closer to victory. Seattle, man, this would be quite the comeback. Well, the time is also of the essence for Baltimore. Got to keep that in mind as well. As we get a handoff here to Kenneth Walker, the 3rd, left side, room to run, looking for the edge, looking for the end zone, and Seattle has completed the comeback in Baltimore. Unbelievable. Wow. Geno Smith, man, leading a game-tying drive and a game-winning drive, and the Ravens lose that game. I already put in the Discord updated standings, but Seattle is not bottom of the NFC. No. They have their 2nd win of the season and a big one of that. Hey, appreciate everybody tuning in. Game 2 of the doubleheader is finished. That was a pretty good sling of games today. Both of them came down to the wire. This one came down to overtime. So hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will see all of you tomorrow night before Thursday Night Football. Later, guys.